Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at trigonometric ratios. We're looking at the examples for exercise 7.8. We read through the general rule there. The examples on page, the examples for exercise 7.8. The 7.8, and it's on page 240. Where is this? Check in your thing. 239. Or the exercise is on page 241. But we're reading from the examples or the explanation on page 239. Okay. Okay. So let's look here. We're saying angles greater than 360 and negative angles. So just check on your calculator. If we add sine of 30, put sine of 30 on your calculator. What do we get? Sine of 30 is off. Not so. So if I add 360 to it, what's 360 plus 30? Is 390. Not so. Now you check sine of 390. Oh. Not so. Now what do you think will happen if I add another 360? That's going to give you a 750, I think. Ne? Check sine 750. Oh. If I add another 360, it will always be off. Which means to say, if I add sine or cos, let's say cos of 750, and I subtract 360 from it, and subtract 360 again, okay, then that would have given me cos of 30, not so, and they're all the same, which means to say, if I subtract 360 from an angle, I don't change the value of anything. Can you see that? You guys understand? Now what would happen if I go into the negative angles? What if we said, okay, you're going the other way around now. Let's say you got again sine of 30. Sine of 30 is the remains of. Not so. Now what if we subtract the 360? So you're going to give me an angle of negative 330. Now you check sine of negative 330. Oh. So if we subtract the sine of negative 330. It's going to be off. So if I have to subtract another 360, it's going to be negative 690. What sine of negative 690? Oh, can you see that? So which means to say, if I subtract the half of the 360 from an angle all the time, I don't change the value of anything. If I add 360 to an angle all the time, I also don't change the value of anything. You guys understand? So, if the angle is an angle greater than 360, what do? Just subtract 360. Until it is within that 0 to 360 measurement. You guys understand? On the other hand, if the angle is negative, then what do? You add 360 until when? Until it lies between 0 and 360. You guys understand? So let's look at this here. Let's see what they say. They say nicer words. Angles that are greater than 360 degrees. The angle 680 is an example of an angle that is greater than 360 degrees. You all agree with that? Which is 618 is equal to 360 plus 258. The terminal arm of 618, that's your terminal arm, ne? The terminal arm of 618 and 258 are in the same position. Okay, that is why it's giving you the same ratio at the end. Okay, this means that the ratio of 618 and 258 are equal. Therefore, the sine of 618 is equal to the sine of 658, and cos of 618 is also equal to cos of 258. Tan of 618 is also the same as tan of 258. Okay, that's exactly what I said earlier, but I just use sine in cos. Okay. Let's carry on. When adding 360 or any multiple of 360 to any angle, the position of the terminal arm is unchanged. So sine of 360 plus theta is just sine of theta, just cos of theta, and just tan of theta. Thus, we are required to determine the sines of ratios of an angle that is greater than 360. 360, we need to subtract 360 once or more times if necessary, in order to fit the corresponding coterminal angle of in the interval of 0 to 360 degrees. That's what I just mentioned earlier on. Must be between 0 and 360. So let's look at the example, and this example is on page 240. Okay. The example on page 240. Okay. Determine the following signs of the following ratio. Determine the signs of the following ratio. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it to an acute angle. Okay. Because it's easy to just look at the signs. Okay. So let's just reduce it to acute angle. I know that's not the question, so I'm changing the question. Okay. Let's look at number 1. So we say, okay, what do we need? The all stations to Claremont diagram. Not so. Right, so in which quadrant is, so you see 497 is outside the 0 to 360. So what do? We subtract 360. So now you say 497 minus 360. 137. Okay, so it's tan of 137. Now we ask ourselves, okay, in which quadrant is 137? Second. So we got tan of 180 minus, check, 43. So what will it become now? Negative tan 43. So at that point they just wanted to say it's going to be negative. Okay. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, we are told you got cos of 685. Cos of 685. So what do we do first? Minus 360. So if you look at 685 minus 360 gives you 325. Is that within 0 to 360? Yes. So that is going to become cos 325. Which quadrant is cos 3? Is 325 in? Fourth quadrant. Is cos positive or negative? So at that point, I just wanted you to write positive. No? So it's 360 minus which angle? Huh? 35. So you see this positive cos. Why am I not changing it to sine? It's not 90 or 270. Okay, you gotta understand. See, any confusion? I'm moving too fast. Alright, let's look at number 3. I'll move a bit faster, okay. Sine of 946. Sine of 946. So what do I do first? Minus 360. So if I minus 360, what do I get? 946 minus 360. 58. So that is still outside. So I subtract another 360. So I get 226. So I just write here sine 226. Okay. So we ask ourselves, okay, in which quadrant is 226 in? Third quadrant. So it's going to become sine of 180 plus 46. Okay. Is sine positive or negative in the third quadrant? Is negative sign? So all they wanted you to say is negative. Okay. Everybody guys understand? Yes. Any confusion? Let's carry on with our lives. Now we're looking at negative angles. We spoke about the negative angles already. Okay? So if it's negative, what do we do? Add 360. So I'm not going to go and go through that again. So the video is already long, I feel. Okay. So this example is on page 241. The exercise is also on page 241. Okay. Right, so let's look at the first one. What are we going to do here? It says here determine the sine. Okay, again we're going to change it to write it as an acute angle. Okay, you all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So what do we do to negative 210? So negative 210 plus 360 give me an angle of 150. So it becomes cos 150 degrees. So in which quadrant is 150 degrees in? In your second quadrant. How do you get in the second quadrant? 180 minus. So it becomes cos 180 minus 30. So is cos positive or negative in the second quadrant? Negative. So it's negative cos 30 degrees. Okay. But hang on. 30 degrees is what? Special angle. So on the side of my page I'm writing 30. 1, 2, root 3. What does cos stand for? Adjacent over hypotenuse. And what's my adjacent? So it's negative root 3 over. So if it comes to a point where the angle can be calculated using the special angle to use it. Okay. Hello? Yes? I got anything. What do you want? No, I don't have. I got this is how Okay, I'll send it now. Okay. Okay. Alright, so you guys understand? No? Alright, let's just go to the next one quickly. Number 2. You got sine of negative 495. So what do I do here? Negative 495 plus 360. Negative 135 plus 360. 225. You all okay with that? So it becomes sine 225. In which quadrant is 225? Third quadrant. How do you get in the third quadrant? 180 plus. So is sine positive or negative in the third quadrant? Negative. Sine 45. So say, hang on. A special angle. Yes. So you go 1, 1, root 2. So what does sine stand for? So it's 1 over, so it's negative. 1 over root 2. Do you guys understand? Alright, the last one. Number 3 of the example on page 241, sorry. What do we do for sine of 616? Minus 360. So that will become sine of 300. Which quadrant is 300? Fourth quadrant. How do we get in the fourth quadrant? 360 minus 60. So is sine positive or negative in the fourth quadrant? Negative. So it's negative sine 60. Say, hang on. Okay. Special angle. 360 not so. Sine is opposite of hypotenuse. So negative root 3 over 2. Yes, my girl. Oh my words. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video this way quickly. Alright, so the next one, does it have this up here? So the bell rang. So in this one, in number 4, we are given tan of 855. 855, sorry. So it's 855 minus 360. Minus 360. So it's going to give you tan of 135. Which quadrant is 135 in second? How do you get the second quadrant? 180 minus 45. Is there a positive or negative in the second quadrant? It's negative. So it's negative 10. So hang on. Hey. So it's 45 root 2. 10 is negative 1 over 1, which is negative. Let's look at the next one. Why do you ring the bell session? So you got cos of negative 45. So what do I do here? Add 360. So I get in cos of 315. Which quadrant is 315 in? Fourth quadrant. So it's cos 360 minus 45. Cos positive or negative? Positive. So it's cos of 45. Hang on. 1 over root 2. Okay. Is that it? No, it's not. Yes, it is. So with that, you should be able to do 7.8. Okay. People, enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class. Bye. Thank you. Listen.